Hello guys, welcome back to the BootCollector channel, and today's video is about the latest Nike Black Pack. I've got my hands on 3 of Nike's top boots in the pack and ready to share with you all. Keep watching as I'll go over all the details, what's to like, what's not to like, and let's get a proper look at the all new Tiempo 10. Yes guys, let's get to it. So yeah, as I said, 3 boots to share on the official BootCollector unboxing table today. We've got the Mercurial Vapor, the Phantom GX and the brand new Tiempo 10, all from the Summer 23 Shadow Pack. These are available right now, so shout to my guys at Product Soccer for the assist in adding these to the collection. I've got them to share today as this is the first chance to get a good look at the Tiempo 10. Plus, there's some cosmetic updates to the Vapor I've not set out to, but I have all the GX released so far, so obviously had to keep that going with this new one as well. Okay, so what's missing is a Phantom Lunar. There's no Shadow Pack for that as yet, and of course you can get a Mercurial Superfly and a Phantom GX DF if that's your preference. These are the elite versions, top tier, as you can see, in FG. There's a whole load of other options for sole plates and price points to cover everyone from SG anti-clog all the way down to indoor and turf. So I've been saying Black Pack, but Nike like to call this the Shadow Pack, and it gets an update usually twice a year. It's been a while since Nike dropped a true Black Pack, often unable to really resist sneaking in some colour in some way or shape, and this pack is no exception. Of course, we get the predominantly black base, but there's a strong amount of hyper royal blue that in my opinion makes calling this a Black Pack quite a stretch. Then the chrome silver accents and additions really push that even further. Do I like it? It's not offensive, but it does look better on some of these boots than others. Under the hood, we've got the same Air Zoom Vapor that was introduced last year. But we look here as this is the first facelift version, which with it brings some new visuals. You can't miss the added wraparound Air branding now on both sides of the heel, on the Elite here fading from royal to silver. There's an additional gloss background segment that will no doubt be used to add further colour on future drops, move away from the block colouring we've had on quite a few of the Air Zooms to date. Also new, that single massive Air that took up the instep has gone, subbed for a centrally outlined swoosh, plus the Superfly swoosh position returns, which means it wraps around the toes rather than on the side. This also means the swoosh isn't embossed in the way it was on the pre-facelifts outside. Obviously, it makes no sense to be embossed here as that would cause some erratic raised element on the toes. We can expect to see this facelift update on all of the rest of this model generation Mercs until the next Merc drops, probably in around 2024 sometime. There's no visual change on the sole plate, still using that triple colour design to make the plate look a little bit like a split plate, with the Air Zoom bag still in that solid contrasting colour. Personally, I think this is the Merc's weakest look, not just this Shadow Pack, but this model overall. But again, my favourite phrase, it's not offensive, it's just not that amazing. Let's go with the GX, easily my favourite new boot model of 23, and with this being now the 8th colourway since December, it's one filled with lots of choices. Again, there's nothing new underneath the colour, but the GX is still new enough it doesn't need a midlife update such as the Merc. We do get the same black, royal and silver combo, but is it just me or can Nike not do an actual black upper for the GX? Sure, the Flyknit on the collar and the laces are black, what's wrong with making the grip knit black too? It was the same on the previous Shadow Pack release. I really don't like this greyness. They could reverse the pattern detail and have that, and make it look great in my opinion. But don't let that take away from what is actually a really class boot. Definitely a favourite in this low aka non-DF version. Controversial, but I reckon this is a better boot than the current generation Mercurial. Yeah, I know. Okay, so after that perhaps not surprising bombshell, let's get into the new Tiempo. The 10th generation, the first time I'm getting my hands on this new boot proper. Ready? Alright then. Now if you're watching this, you, like me, like boots. And if you like boots, you'll know that the one constant in life was Tiempo and leather. And if you like boots, you'll definitely know that's not the case with this 10th model, which is where things get both good and bad. So yes, this marks the first time there are no K leather boots available in Nike's lineup. And the noises they make, they won't be going back. Tiempo has been in resistance, but no more with this model. We get introduced to what Nike are calling Fly Touch Plus, their evolution of synthetic uppers that started way back with Kangalite on the CTR 360. It's supposed to give the same comfort and feel as leather, but without the need to colour continent's kangaroo population. The argument is it also gives more benefit to design and visuals because it can be treated and printed with graphics and patterns which you just can't do on leather. Not that that applies to this version, it's very clean, but it's supposed to have also zero break-in time, designed not to overstretch and repel water to keep the boot light. Look, I was a big fan of the Tiempo 9 and I still am. Honestly, this update is great, but equally to me, it's not a Tiempo. Look, here's where I'm at. It's like what a CTR would be if a CTR had carried on into 2023. Oh, it's definitely comfy, that's for sure. It fits snug and true to size, or if a little narrow I found, and it isn't bulky and feels secure. Nike positioning the Tiempo as being all about touch, and on first impressions it feels like it will deliver here. The design, grooves and raised areas around the toe and the overall profile, I wouldn't necessarily call it handsome, just don't give me Tiempo vibes, no matter how much branding it takes on. That is to say, I like it. But I don't like it because it's a new Tiempo, I like it because it does a lot of things right and the overall package is decent. Repeating myself, but if this was the CTR 720 or something, I'd genuinely be questioning that choice of GX as best new boot of the land, and I guarantee we'd be salivating over this exciting new boot. Which all in all goes to say, this new boot is a really great boot. Perhaps not the best colour, but I'm sure we'll get some different options in the not too distant future. Normally, I wouldn't go in for black packs in the collection, but I know a lot of people like them, and also a lot of academies and such, you have to wear black boots. So I wanted to do a video on them, so yeah, I got them in. Between that and keeping up my GX collection right up to date, and the opportunity to get the new Tiempo, well, I might as well throw the Merc in there while I'm at it. So these won't give you any real return right now when it comes to resale. Normally the way black packs go, if you're really patient, you can get a deal on them, like 20–30% off in about 4 months' time. But I'm not patient, so if you're like me, as I said, this pack is available right now, so the obligatory link in description if you want to get your hands on a pair real quick. Trusted guys like ProDirect, they'll sort you out. Alright guys, comment what you think of the new Shadow Pack drop, what you like, what you don't. Tell us what you think is the best looking of the three, and if these are going to make your kit bag or collection for the new season. Remember guys to like the video, sub to the channel, turn on notifications so you don't miss any more from my boot collection, and ultimately, thanks for watching. I'll see you all later guys. Ciao!